I would have liked the opportunity to haggle that. Okay, so we're going to need to go and talk about charcoal and grain. Let's go to Ushitz. Talk to the guy over there. I don't think there was any other places for stone, Koblé. Well, I didn't see any. I don't remember seeing any other quarries in the game as I've been going around. But yeah, there's lots of places to check for grain and livestock and all the rest, and charcoal. Oh, my favourite. My favourite. We've got some numpty hiding in the woods who doesn't know I've seen him. So let's put on the armour just in case this goes wrong. And what should we do? We've got the option of a knife in the back, a bow and arrow in the back. Hang on, am I running? I don't want to run. Right, there's 2 of these guys. Ooh, there's 4 of these guys. Do you reckon I can stealth kill? This will be crazy if this works. Stabby, stabby, stab. Let's just... They didn't suspect a thing. Well, I'll tell you what, I'll kill another one. And then I might do bow and arrow on the other 2. I should probably go for the guy with the most armour, but I like doing this. Stalker games might be over my head. Hang on, have I missed a bit? In Fallout, you hear a growling noise, you just whip out a shotgun and go search for the thing that was growling. In Fallout you hear a growling noise. In Stalker you hear a growling noise and you have 2 options. Butt to the wall and keep your eyes open, or panic and run. That sounds quite fun. Hang on, am I still carrying something weird? As in that poker from earlier, that halberd. Right, the male guy, I'm going to shoot him in the... Oh, can I get a headshot from here? That would be awesome. Whoa, got him. Hello, my friend. Fancy seeing you here. Oh, he got one into me. A little scumbag. Oh, that was a nice shot over the back of the rock and everything. I'm going to be going past some armour merchants, so I might as well loot these guys. Why not make a voting poll and see the results for yourself? Yeah, I could do. Yeah, the stealth killing is good in this game. This little scripted encounter is a little bit bugged, because if you don't come down the road and trigger it, you can just stealth up to all of them one at a time. The rest of the game doesn't work like that. But yeah, I like the stealth side in this. It is good fun. What have we got that we can sell? We'll take... I won't bother with the bows. Actually, I won't take much of this stuff because... Ooh, we will take... Wrong arrows, never mind. Oh, I forgot I've still got those pretzels. I bet they're all rotten by now, are they? Pretzels and apples? Surprisingly not. But I don't need them. Oh, I could have given them to the merchant, couldn't I? That was an idea. Right, what about the 2 guys that I slaughtered and dropped in the bushes? Anything worth picking up? I suppose I could give this to the merchant. I don't need to sell it. It would get plenty of cash. Yeah, go on. I'll give these to the merchant for free. That might be interesting. Take the wine, though. That's food. I can't do a voting poll because I didn't hear about some games. But I can do a voting poll on the games I have available. I'm not particularly planning on going out and spending any more money on games because I have spent a lot of money on games recently. Thought there was... Ah, there was one. Yeah, go on. I'll take that. We'll stick it all on the horse. It's all going to be worth a bit. I think you'll find my chest is hairy enough, thanks, Pan. But yeah, it sounds like it might be fun. I'll look into Stalker anyway. Did I not loot this guy? Clearly not. Well, maybe just not bother. Maybe I did loot him. Was it the guy who fell off the other side? There he is. Oh, I was proud of that shot. You see it in Hollywood, don't you? Someone gets shot and falls off the back of a top of a building or something. Right, we've got some stuff. I'll take my arrows back. Nice. Now then, we were slightly overloaded. I just got a Steam notification. Underworld Ascendant has posted a new video or something. I'll have to look at that. Underworld Ascendant is the very long-awaited sequel, I think, to Ultima Underworld 2, which came out in the 80s, I think it was, and it paved the way for role-playing games. It was amazing for its time. One of the best games I've ever played. It was just fantastic. I don't know if anyone here will remember that, but it was awesome.
Yeah.
How was that name? It was Ultima... I can't remember the one I've just read out there. Ultima Underworld 2 was the one I was talking about from years ago. The Ultima series were great. But the Ultima Underworlds, there was two of them. And I didn't play the first one, but I did play the second. And that was particularly amazing. But they changed. Ultima Underworld was first person's perspective, whereas the previous games, and I think maybe some after that as well, were all third person perspective. But yeah, they were pretty damn good games. Now, what was I looking for here? A grain merchant. Is this the guy? This is the bailiff. We don't need it. Is he the grain merchant as well?
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Yeah, Ultima Ascendant, I think it was called. Hi, Osmoy. How you doing? Oh, you played both Underworlds? I never played the first one, so
I'd
don't
like
know
to buy
about
some
it.
grain.
Grain? What do you want grain for?
I'm responsible for the rebuilding of Pribyslavitz.
I heard some talk about that. I suppose I can sell you part of the crop. How many bushels do you want?
I'll need fodder for horses, at least 10 strong animals, and wheat for the baker. He'll have to bake for the whole village.
And ale.
That's quite a lot.
And ale.
It won't be cheap.
Well, even though it's for Sir Divish's village.
Aye. Unless he sets the allocations himself. I have to make up for any differences in supplies. And you'll have to pay for that. Have you got someone to transport it? Or are you gonna haul it there yourself?
I've got a merchant to take care of it.
Fair enough. Here's my offer.
So, 160? Can we remember that, or am I going to have to write that down? So this guy's offering 160, and I don't particularly like the tone of his voice either.
Elsewhere.
No skin off my nose.
Okay. So I'll check the rest out. Get back on the horse. This is going to be a lot of travelling around. I bet you know. This is going to be hard to remember everything, to be quite honest. Should I write this down? Does it tell me in the quest journal? Ushit's grain. It does not. Ah, that's a shame. That is a shame. So you guys are going to have to remember this. 160 from the grain. The trouble is, I'm going to go looking at charcoal and everything on the way past. Let's go. Yeah, let's just pile off to the south. Right, Ushit's grain, 160.
Yeah.
Ushit's grain, 160. Bailiff was a knob. We have to remember that. Drill that into your memory, chat.
Yeah.
I do have a post-it note thing on the computer. I could just type it into that. Cheers, Asmoy. You got it written down. spending thousands of K on stone but haggling about a few groschen for grain. It's not just a few groschen for grain. It's the fact that we might be able to get a better supply somewhere else, and it's not the price, it might be the quantity. So, we'll see. Have I got a notepaddy thing? I haven't got one handy. There must be something I can write. Hang on, what's that? That'll do. Sorry for the noise, folks. Can I reach the pen without pulling my headphones out? Right. Let's see if this pen's broken. That's a nice start. I'm going to have that. 160. Now we're in business. We're playing like a proper Yorkshireman now. Yes, we are going to haggle over a few groschen. Doom, eh? I did play the original Doom. Hey, it was pretty good. Did you play Aliens Doom? I don't know whether that was a separate release or just a mod, but that was quite good. I like that one. Lots of charcoal burners in this damn place. Simple Logistics would say it's the best option from Muzhitz. Plenty of supply and a short way to Pribyslavitz. Well, there's a few other places. I mean, what about Merjed? That could do with a trade. I mean, that place is recovering from that poisoning, so you know, it might help the local economy, and that's not too far away. You know what I should do? Because there's so many of these damn map markers. I should put a little X down on there. You didn't play Aliens Doom? I don't know if the levels were much different, but it replaced the weapons with the weapons from the Alien films. You got the assault rifle, the shotgun, the pistol. I think it was a flamethrower. And the monsters were obviously all the aliens. And you played one of the colonial marines or whatever they were called. Space Marine dudes. And it had some of the lines from Aliens in there as well. Oh, you also had one of those motion scanner things. Yeah, my mate had that on PC. I don't know whether it was a mod or a separate release. Yeah, it was PC he had it on. I think I had did I have an Amiga at the time of that? Going back a while. Charcoal burner spokesperson.
I'm honoured that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Tell me the deal on this charcoal.
I'd like to buy charcoal from you.
Of course, Henry, anything for you.
It might be more than you think.
How much charcoal could you possibly need?
5 bags. On a regular basis.
Haven't you noticed winter is over?
There's a new forge in Pribyslavitz, and I need to supply it with charcoal, seeing as how I'm the bailiff.
Bailiff, eh? Well, I never. Congratulations.
This guy's nice.
Not better roses, but thanks.
All right, but we can't let you have that amount for nothing, even if you did help us with ginger.
Don't worry, I wouldn't expect that.
How are you going to haul the charcoal?
I've got a merchant of my own. He'll come here regularly with a wagon to pick it up. You just have to load it for him.
As you wish. About the price...
Can we do a bit less? Because, you know, you're an old friend.
That's a bit much.
There ain't much I can do about it. You won't get it cheaper anywhere else. That's what charcoal costs these days. Come back if you change your mind.
Okay. So that was 180. And I don't know where we are. We're in the woods south of Ushitz. I'm going to have just so many notes. Were they the Ushitz charcoal people? Winter is coming.
Take care.
Not coming fast enough. I'm talking about the next season of Game of Thrones. Actually, I'm talking about the next book of Game of Thrones. I've been waiting for that for years. I don't think George Martin's ever going to finish it. I think he's written himself into a corner and he can't decide how he's going to finish his books. Please prove me wrong, but that's my prediction. So where's the next stop-off point? There's Neuhof charcoal burners. Let's travel to Neuhof. I'm bloody overloaded. Let's see if I can put this on the horse. No, the horse is overloaded. I didn't think... I'll tell you what I will do. I'm going to chuck some of this stuff away. I don't really care that it's worth a lot. I just want to be able to just travel about the place a bit. So we'll get the weight down. Just a little bit more. I've got 3 of those. Right, we're good.
Hey.
Written himself into a corner with all those checks he got for the adaptation. That might be true. It's a very wealthy corner he's written himself into, if indeed he has. That's better. Fast travel now. You're going to laugh so hard if George Martin will tell us Jon is actually the son of Ned Stark. That would be quite a turnaround. I like Ned Stark. It's possibly because I do like Sean Bean. I'm a bit of a Sean Bean fan. And but even so, mind you, it's interesting when you read. I don't want to give too many. Well, it's Game of Thrones. It's been out for so long. I'm sure if anyone complains about spoilers now, they can just sod off. But when you read the book, when you watch the TV series of Game of Thrones, you get a lot of sympathy for Ned Stark because he's trying to be the good guy, do the right thing, and he's been a good person. When you read the books, you still get that about his character, but you also see him as being quite naive for falling into the trap that the Lannisters set for him, and it just, it comes across a little bit differently, which is cool. I like both. You want more sharp? They actually made some afterthought sharps, didn't they? Can I go down there? Yeah, I can. They did the original Sharp series, and then Bernard Cornwell wrote 2 more books to try and sort of cash in, I suppose. And they were set back in India when Sharp and Harper had retired, and they went back years later. Well, one of them was set in India. I don't know where the other one was. Anyway, they weren't as good. They were a bit disappointing, I thought. Right then, folks, it took a lot of damned effort to get over here, so you better have a nice deal for me. Maybe we'll have to start.
God be with you, Henry.
I'm not even going to talk to it. Oh, this one will.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Have you got charcoal for sale?
Charcoal? Nah, we've got linen. Want to buy linen?
What? You have no charcoal?
Oh, a joker.
Of course we've got charcoal. What do you think we have in them kilns? Pies?
Pies?
What do you need it for?
I need some pies.
For the Pribyslavitz blacksmith.
What are you on about? He's been dead for years.
No, the new one.
Damn
The
peasants.
village has been renewed.
Is that so? Nobody tells us nothing.
So, will you sell me some?
Why not? How much do you need?
At least 5 bags a week.
Huh. We could manage that. And how will you get it there?
I've got a merchant to take care of supplies.
Well, as long as he can drive here and find us. What do you say to this price?
No. Okay.
Nah, that's too much.
That was worth coming down here for,
Try
wasn't it?
somewhere else then.
Okay, I'm not going to write it down if it's too expensive. So we can try and make an economy of paper and pen by doing that. You got bored of Game of Thrones during Season 3? I'll tell you what my favourite parts of the Game of Thrones were. Livestock from Rattay. Let's go there. I liked all the political intrigue. Before it got kicked off and we have all the stuff going on north of the wall and the dragons and everything now, I liked all that political intrigue of the different nations trying to outdo one another. And I loved all that. I thought that was perhaps my favourite part of the story. I gotta say, I do like the story around Jon Snow as well, though. It's all good. It is all good. What did sort of annoy me with the TV series is that they had so many little subplots going on around all the characters. And then, like the
60% of the time,
hello.
it works.
Oh, hey, TC. How are you
every
doing?
time.
Thank you very much for the sub. I'm looking for a butcher in here, aren't I? Where were we? We were talking about... we're going to the butcher's house. The one I had a fight with after trying to help Sir Hans get off with his daughter.
You nearly killed me.
I think I've just ridden over half the population of Rattay by the sound of that. Yeah, I'll tell you what, I'll save the story about... The hell was I talking about? I can't even remember. I've got interrupted by TC rudely subscribing to me there. Hang on. There's a butcher missing from round here. Where's he gone? There he is. He's a hired hand. He's a butcher. He looks like a butcher. He's got a dirty, great big cleaver.
What? You? One warning wasn't enough for you. Fuck off.
Pardon? Okay.
Hey, what? You have the gall to show your face here again? Bugger off.
I think he's remembered me. I don't think we're going to get any meat for Pribyslavitz. Tried to get some meat for his daughter in the last stream. Okay, well that settles that little issue. Right, we were talking about Game of Thrones stuff, right?
Come and get it.
Weren't we? Wasn't I? The hell was I talking about? Remind me, chat. Remind me. I was going to tell you a story about something. And I've forgotten. Right, there's nothing down. There is. I really don't think I'm going to get a good price out of them people there. But I'll go and try. Oh, by the way, quest giver. This dude, the charlatan in Ledechko, apparently was bugged, and it now might be fixed with a hot fix that came out the other day. So he might have a quest for me again. We might go and look into that.
Yeah.
Chat gone to sleep, or can just no one remember what I was actually talking about? We've done, yeah, we're talking about Ned Stark, Jon Snow. Let's go down the book. Let's go down the chat here. Nope, I can't remember. Never mind. Can't be that important. Hey, TC. Thanks for the sub, by the way. Hang on. Am I going the wrong way? I don't think I wanted to be across here. I wanted to be across the other bridge, right. Oh, that's going to so annoy me. I can't remember what I was going to talk about. Going through Rattay, talking about, I think it was Game of Thrones, and then I saw the butcher's shop and thought, I need to go in here. Then TCC is subbed, and I read that out. I don't know. Hi, Cookie. How's it going?
Yeah.
Right, I think I'm on the right road again now. Aram Varax. Right now you're waiting for the Expanse Season 4. I haven't got into that. People say that it's rather good, though. Way more than the bumbling show Game of Thrones has turned out to be. It has sort of changed quite a bit from the way it's set out. That's for sure. Oh, that's what I was saying. Yeah, about the subplots and stuff. It was at... they had so many little subplots going on. And I think they felt like they couldn't handle them all, or they just didn't know how to wrap them all up. So they killed off half the cast and half what seemed like important characters in the fire in King's Landing, in the cathedral. And it's just like, that was just like drawing a line under anything. It's like, we don't know how to do all this, so let's just gently sweep all those subplots and all those characters into a little dustpan and put them in the bin, and we'll just pretend we don't have to deal with them anymore. That's what I felt like that happened, and if you've watched the series, I'm sure you'll know exactly which bit I'm referring to. Hello, Mr. Charcoal Burner.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Have you still got charcoal?
We're going to skip through this bit, I think.
We did last time I looked.
I'd still like to buy some.
And how will you get it there?
I've got a merchant to...
Well, as long as he can... What do you say to this price?
Get stuffed.
Nah, that's too much.
Try somewhere else then.
Yeah, it was. It was about far too many subplots that they just didn't know how to wrap up. And I think George Martin's got to that stage with his book as well. I just don't think he knows how to finish it. I know he's told the people who make the TV show what he roughly intends, or he's agreed with them how it's going to be finished on TV, but I don't think he knows how to finish his book. It's been a long time since the previous one. And the death of Littlefinger was just laughable. Repeat after me. I demand a trial by combat. That was... I quite liked it, but I don't think it was a good fitting end for that character. And again... Actually, the TV series plots have moved away from the book plots by quite a bit, although the books aren't complete, so we don't know fully how much.
Welcome, Henry.
And the TV missed out some really important characters, like Catelyn Stark returns to life as a half-walking corpse zombie thing. It sounds complicated, but she turns into a vengeful bitch and just goes around with a little gang murdering as many people as she can.
I'm honored.
Not in the
that
TV,
a
she
knight
doesn't.
such as
but,
you takes an interest in me.
No, he doesn't have the quest, so that's the end of that. Right.
Goodbye.
Still bugged. Still bugged. I thought someone said they were going to fix that in a hotfix, but they haven't. I think, livestock. Let's go and check out this butcher up here. Now, I did a lot of work for this woman. I'm going to guess that she's going to give us a really good deal. I helped her with a quest, and she likes me. Oh.
Tell me, is Alois still haunting you?
No, he's gone forever. Ever since I let go of my old secret and made amends with God, I've felt as light as a feather. I sleep like a newborn baby at night. Thank you 100 times over, Henry. God bless.
Well, it's excellent that she's happy, but it turns out she's not the damn butcher I need
May
to
the Lord
speak to
watch
here,
over
which
you.
means I ain't going to get a good deal out of this, am I? Is there another butcher here somewhere? Oh, there is. Never mind, let's see what this guy's going to offer then.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
Yeah, I guess in the TV series, Beric Dondarrion, which is a character I quite like, is replacing Lady Stoneheart.
I'd like to buy some livestock. Could you arrange that?
Maybe. What are you after?
Cattle, pigs, poultry, everything.
Starting a farm, are you?
Swords into ploughshares? No, it's not for me. It's for the village of Pribyslavitz.
What? For the whole village?
Aye. A few dozen people at least.
Well, no, that's no laughing matter. But it can be done, although they might not be the best animals.
What do you mean, not the best?
Well, it's like this. I've got to supply meat for the Lord's table too. And the gentry in Ledechko want the best.
So what's left for me then?
The animals might not be as good as what you'd get somewhere else. I'll sell you older beasts, ones that ain't so fat and the like. Or ones no one wants to buy, because they don't like the look of them. That's how it is.
Get the dregs.
But for that, I'll give you all the better price. Have you got someone to herd the livestock there for you?
I've got a merchant to arrange it.
So we'll shake on it?
Price? 30. I know that's going to be the cheapest
No,
price.
I think maybe I should try elsewhere.
All
But,
right, come back if you've no luck.
At least he was honest.
God be with you.
Yeah, I don't think that's I don't think that's the best offer. Give him stringy, horrible, old beast and stuff. I want my people well fed, ready for the coming campaigns.
Rabbit paws of all colors, shapes, and...
Okay, so anyone else nearby? Sasau looks like the next on the list. Actually, we're doing a bit of a grand circle around, aren't we? And that is right by there, so we travel pretty quick. If we can get out of the town. Yeah, I did enjoy... Oh, it's a fight. It's a